Hey folks, AJ the CEO here, and a bunch of y'all have asked me to check out this one product, and I'm be honest, I'm gonna be real transparent. This company actually reached out to me, but I didn't realize it because the email got caught in my spam filter. So when y'all asked me to check out this product, I sent them an email and I was like, wait a minute, why is this showing up in my history? And that's when I saw the original email where they wanted me to test this out. But I'm glad everything aligned. And this is the OSEE Go Stream. A lot of y'all have asked me to look into this. This is a all-in-one solution for live streaming, similar to other streaming video switches and stuff like that. But it has a bunch of things that it seems that some of the competition does not have. We're going to do a full in-depth review of this. Let's go ahead and go to the top down. Let's open this up and let's see what's inside. Alrighty, so here we got. Now again, they sent this to me. They're gonna see this review the exact same time that I show it to you. Now they did let me know about some firmware updates that are coming on that the features are not supported, and I'll address those when we come to it. But we're gonna let it stand on its own legs, as well as a lot of y'all have said y'all have seen some other reviews and there haven't been any live streaming. We're going to test all of that stuff as well too. So let's go ahead and open this up. So that's a fair warning, this is going to be a long video. All right, so let's open this up and let's see. And I need to have another monitor in front of me so I can see what's going on. All right, so like it says right here, download the firmware default. So we'll check that out here. All right, we got some manuals. I would assume this is a power brick. Yep, and got one international plug. All right, we got that hooked up. I'm glad I have a little power strip right up under here. Let's take these mounts off. Really light, really light. Not that that's a bad thing, it just feels light. All right, let's see, is there anything else in here? No, it's not. All right, this reminds me, I need to get a 3D printer so I can make my own kind of stands and stuff like that. But we'll set this aside so we can go back over the firmware updates. All right. So let's go ahead and look at here. So we have 4 inputs, program and preview. We have a live stream button, an on button, which is wonderful. Mic 1, mic 2, N1, N2, N1, and 4. Don't know what those are. Aux program, AFV on. We have 8 memory buttons, a menu button, 2 knobs, play record, on air, another on air for key, DSK, and background. And we do have a T-bar, and actually that doesn't feel flimsy at all, so that's pretty cool. You got your cut auto, fade to black, your dip, preview, white, mix, aux, stills, black, aux, still. So again, these are just double the buttons. All right, on the bottom, no like thread or nothing like that, so you couldn't put this on a tripod, but there's a memory card slot right here. Cool. Now I'm coming in here blind, so again, we're gonna have the opinion of being able to just talk straight with this. We have a headphone jack, yes, 2 mic inputs, we have 4 inputs, 2 outputs, 2 USBs, network, and power. Really, really cool. So let's go ahead and hook this up. All right, normally I talk about this at the end, but the price of this is $295. This is the exact same price as the ATEM Mini Pro, the base one. But just from its initial look, it has a whole bunch of features that the ATEM Mini Pro is lacking. So let's connect this. This is a, oh, and I'm connected to the wrong thing. Let's do it out here, and we'll do 1 input here. All right, let's go ahead and turn it on, and let's see what we get. All right, so this is the program. So we're getting that feed directly here. Maybe I should lay this flat so y'all can see it. Let me take the stand off of here. All right, so that is what this camera is giving me. And let's change this to the other output so we can see the multi-view. All right, cool. So we have all of our interfaces there. We see our sound, we see our stills, we see everything like that. All right, I do have another camera. And let's see what we can do with that. I'm just waiting for the video to show. And there we go. So there's our, where it was our video. Well, while that's starting up, let's go ahead and get a Ethernet cable as well so we can connect this up, so we can hook this up. Now, I did not see anything, well, granted, I didn't look through the book. Didn't know if there's like some software to get access to this. I would assume it would be so that you could interface with it. And there's menus and all this other stuff. I really hope there's software, because I would hate to have to go through and add a streaming key to this directly. So it doesn't say how to do it that way. There's our other feed right there. So if we do number 2, and that's weird because I'm used to the program being on this side, but you know, it does have it labeled. So there is our extra camera. So hold on, let me. Trying to get it to track me. There we go. All right, so yeah, I only see firmware. So I'm gonna go back to the computer and check this out. But let's see, I need another Ethernet cable that I thought I had. So that we can connect this up. That is going to, as much as I have this stuff prepared, I don't have the cables that I need. So I need to make another cable, another backup cable, so I can have it right there. So I have this longer one here. So excuse my mess. Let's go ahead and connect that over here. So we have internet. So now, like from a T-bar standpoint, if we come through here, so I do like that. Then we also have the auto that will switch back and forth. As you see, it's bringing in audio by default. I wonder how to turn that off. Interesting. All right, so hopefully, let's go through here and we're gonna go through the menu. All right, so let's go through the menus. Again, I had zoomed in really bad, so this is after the fact. So I'm re-recording this part for the menu, but then we'll jump back to the original recording. So let's go to the menu and we're just gonna go full screen so you can actually see it a lot better. All right, so when we go here to menu here, and we have all of our menus here, and this is after I've actually updated this. So this is actually in the future from the original recording that I did. But inside of here, we have our color back. So you can change that to your backing for your colors, okay? Then you also have your super source that I want to play around with and see how we can get that working. But we're just going through menus. We're going to have a more in-depth of every aspect of this device right now. You have your zooms, you have all the aspects that you can do. And it looks like from your super source, you can only add 2 inputs. So maybe you can have kind of like the shot that I have right here. You can have something like this with a background, one source, another source, like with my camera, and that's it. It looks like that's the only thing you can do with this. Now, if we go in, let's see, the background, you could change to still images or color. or you could use it as an aux. So you could play like a video or something like that in the background. So that's good. So you have those 3 items, but you can't do more than that. All right. There's your controls. You can change the sizes of everything. You can do masks on inputs. You can do borders. All right. Now you have your key type. That's going to be like, what type of key? Are you doing a Luma key? Are you doing a chroma key? Are you doing it based off a pattern or picture in picture? So it looks like that's how you enable the picture in picture in here. So let's see if I turn that on. Yeah. So that's how you do your picture in picture. I wish it was a separate button, but oh well. That's your key type. Let's back out of here. Your Luma key. This is where you can set your source, do all your other functions like that. Chroma key is pretty much about the same thing. What's your source? So like, for example, if you had if you're doing like the meteorologist type stuff and I'm standing behind a green screen, what's my source? What's going to be filled through it? What's going to pass through? That's how you would set that. You can set your color, your pattern, pretty much the exact same settings, where the source is. Your picture in picture, here, this is where we can set our source. So if I change this to input number 1 and I turn that key back on, there you go. There's our input, and really need to change the size of that. So right now, if we come in here, so we can change the location here. Now I do like the fact that it's a knob and I can change this. So I can move this to the exact location. Not bad, but again, that is kind of cool. Let's back out of here. We can set our mask. So say I want to turn this on, and let's say, so we can crop it kind of like here. And again, we're going to do more detail. So that's the top. You know, we'll do more playing around with this as well too, so you can see how we can do this, because this is kind of like that same look. If I did something like this, we'll work on doing something like that. Let's back out of here. We can set a border. So if we turn that on, and then we set our width, so you can put your boxes around there. And again, I am going to test this with some gaming. I hook it up to the PlayStation, see how that works. You can change your color and stuff like that. So let's turn that off. We have our transitions. We have our mix. That's our rates of how long it would take to mix between shots. If we do a color dip, what's the source? We can set it to a color, a still image, or we can use another input, which I think is interesting. All right, you can set the time on how long it takes. Your wipes, the different types that you can switch through as well. Now for your DSK, what is your source? You can do masking, the exact same thing. You can do a shape, all this other stuff. And we're going to play around with this in later videos. Fade to black, your rate, your audio. Do you want it to be on? Audio follow video. That's what AFV stands for. Your audio mixer. This is where we can turn our mics on and off. I have mic 1 on. Again, this is in the future. I've already done this with a different mic. So if you keep following it, watch the video to the end, you'll see all the rest of the stuff. This is where you can turn the inputs on for the audio on for which one of the 4 inputs that you have, or with your auxiliary. Again, the auxiliary in the future is going to be NDI. That's what they said in a firmware update. You can set the program, overall volume, the monitor volume, which I believe that is the headsets. When you have headphones, so that you can adjust the volume that way. Your still image generator, you could upload stills. You can select the still from your input, so that's kind of cool. Your macros, I actually saved this to the card when I was playing with this later, so we will adjust and go through that later. And now I think we're back to where the video was, to where everything was already large. So we'll cut back over to that. All right, so now, so y'all can see it full screen. Let's go back through this again. So we're back on our platform now, and we can come in here and select Boxcast, cool, caster, Do You, Facebook, Restream, Twitch, Twitter, Vimeo, Weibo, YouTube. Okay. I wonder how we can add more to that. I'm going to go to Vimeo. Good Lord. I don't want to enter this text like this. This is a pain. I wonder, there's not a USB like that I can hook up a keyboard to make this type easier. That's going to be a pain to try and enter that in. You know what? Let's cut over the computer first. Let's see if there's something else, drivers and things like that, that we can get to this, because this is going to be a nightmare to try and type in everything this way. So let's see. Let's go over to the computer real quick and let's see what we can do. All righty, let's look this up. And let's see. Downloads. I'd rather not enter my info, but let's go through that real quick. All right, so we're here and it says software. So I don't know if that ties to that, the type. So firmware. Don't see. Okay, here's this. So we're going to download the firmware here. Interesting for the downloads like that to link to a Google Drive, but hey, it's free storage, I guess. Now let's go back and let's see. I really wish there was some software to interact with this directly. See, this is just the only software. This is for calibration of their monitors. So it looks like we're going to have to type this stuff in. So let me go ahead and type this code in. I'm not going to show that, obviously, so that y'all don't see anything, but we'll cut back over and I'll walk you through how everything else is going from there. Or I'll just generate a key that I know I can change so I don't have to worry about trying to hide it. So give me a second and we'll get back and set this code up. All right, so we got the key put in. So, man, please. OC, have a way I can connect the keyboard up to this over USB or something. That was a pain. Especially if you if you don't have persistent keys and this thing changes, that is going to be very interesting to have to keep changing that, especially if there's no software component. All right, so it can stream to 3 different places. I'm only going to test one right now. Now you do have a playback option where this is playing from an SD card. I think I have something I could use. I think I have some media on this card here. I don't know what the format is supposed to be on this. So we'll see. I just put that card in. It should be something on there. Let's see. Let's go back to menu. Let's go to settings. There's our version. I'm at 1.00. It looks like there is a firmware update. I can change the names of my inputs. Okay, that's cool. The move meter. All right. The layout. Ah, yes, I can swap these. Yes, please. Yes. I like that better. That's what I'm just used to. So it's good. I can adjust that. Let's back out. What other settings? We have a marker. Preview off. Input. Oh, this is where you can adjust if it's line in and things like that. So that's cool. So if we come in here, we can set this to a microphone or microphone with power. Similar settings, so that's good. Record file. So you can give this a name because it looks like you can record directly, which is the record buttons on the front. Back to this. I'm just going to do OC. All right. What else? Source selection. Aux. Oh, so you can set this to a different. I'm looking at the wrong camera. You can set this to whatever your output is going to be. So right now, I can come in here and change these. At least I thought I could. Oh, the aux is the only one that you can adjust. Oh, it does have a USB out. Okay, and it has NDI. Now, this is one thing they told me. A firmware update is going to fix the NDI. It does support NDI, which I think is awesome, but that is not done yet. So I can't test that, but they did say that a firmware update is coming. Now, I don't know how that NDI input is going to be. From here, it looks like you can bring an NDI feed in, which will be awesome. Also, if it could support an NDI feed out, that would be great as well, too. So can't adjust that right now, but it looks like we could also bring in a USB camera here. And do I have a USB camera I can use? Actually, I do. It's one right under here, but it is not. This is an original USB one that I had here. I don't have a USB 2.0 to a USB-C cable. So and I don't have a webcam that has a USB-C either. So we're going to have to maybe get some adapters or something like that to test that out. But I do like the fact it has that many options. What else do we have? Output. All right, so we can set our frame rate. I want to change this to 1080p 60, which is the highest setting that you can go. I keep looking at this camera instead of this one. And actually, let me adjust this one. So maybe I can look at this one instead so that y'all can see me looking at here. So I'll do that. All right. And then what other settings do we have? So we got that set. Do I want to reset? Yes. All right. So we're going to go blank for a second. Well, that wasn't that. I was going to say that wasn't that bad. Okay. We're back. Let's go back to our menus here. So we're there. So I wonder, did it save everything? Please. Yes. Okay. It saved everything. All right. So now the one thing that a lot of people have said they haven't seen is testing. Now I am streaming this right now, and you know what? Let's just do it publicly. Live stream test. All right. So I'll have a link to this, but if you are following me, you will see this publicly as well too. So yeah. All right, so we're gonna go live here, and can we output this now so y'all can see this? Let's actually switch this around now. Let me go back to this camera, and then we're gonna go back to my top down so you can see everything that I'm doing. Let me zoom out here, and I'm gonna change my output here to come to this monitor. All right, so there we go. And let's back away from all of the menus, and we're bringing in audio. Oh, I don't have the audio on, so hold on. So that's just showing my feed. Let's go to audio. We're going to enable this audio. Oh, that's mic too, sorry. Input number 2, so that everybody will be able to hear exactly what I'm doing. Let's enable that. All right, so now that audio is going out, and I'm hearing it through this monitor. So if everything is done right, and I have YouTube up on this other computer over here, let's go ahead and go live. So we just hit this. I'm looking over here. and I'm waiting for it to show up on this side. Now, I don't have any meters on the screen to show like the speed, strength, or anything. Okay, and we're live now. So that's cool. Let me change one little thing here. Alrighty. So we just did a stream test for about like 20 minutes and everything went pretty smooth. We've also been recording this as well too. So let's take a quick break and let's cut over to the computer. I've been recording the entire time with this on this card. So let's see what it actually looks like. Alrighty, we're here. We got our card reader here. Let's go ahead and memorize, let's minimize all this stuff here. And let's see what this looks like. So we got this open. There's our card. And, oh, see, this is what you're talking about, cross works. It was saying this on the stream that you can put your stream key in here and it will carry over. Okay, that's cool. So let me actually do something like that now. I'm actually going to go to Vimeo and I'm going to make a live stream event. And again, this doesn't matter because I'm going to kill the stream afterwards. So that way I don't have to worry about blocking this. So let's see. This is the OSEE Go Stream Deck. All right, so we got that. We're going to come over here and get our encoder key. And we are going to set this. I don't know the format, so I'm just going to call this Vimeo. And then we'll paste that key in that file. So we have something there. All right, so videos. These are the ones that were recorded. So let's see what they look like. Not bad. It looks kind of, okay, that was the camera. It looked like it wasn't doing straight. Okay, not bad. And it's going into infinity right there. But yeah, that isn't bad. And that's not a big file. I mean, we didn't record for very long. So I wonder how long that would be for an entire service. That was for 8 minutes. And that came out to 291 megabytes. Okay, not that bad. It does format everything to the videos and stuff like that. All the rest of this is from me doing everything else. So now that we got this, let's go back over and let's see how we can import this into our, let's see how to import the streaming key into this and make this second connection. I don't know why I'm stumbling over my words. All right, so now that we got this, let's go back to our menu now. And we do have a super source, but we're going to go to our stream. We're going to go to stream number 2. Yes, there it goes. You see that? Upload the key. Whew, that's awesome. Now, I wonder if I can bring everything in. So we do that. I want to upload. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. All right. So let me actually set my stream up again. But I'm actually going to do this privately this time. And now that I know how this works, I'm actually going to get my streaming key for YouTube and bring this over first. So let me set this up. And I also need to find my other cable so that we can pull the audio directly from this, as in I'm plugging in a mic. I think this cable will work. Hopefully this cable will work. And that way we can bring in audio from here as well too. So we're doing a whole bunch of things all at the same time. All right, so we got this cable connected. We're gonna connect the Hollyland here for my line out. I'm going to use this receiver, and I'll just keep this here. And we add our memory card. I know we're doing a lot, and I know this is probably going to be the most unorganized video that I have, but hey, we're here to help y'all's out. Let's see. So it's not picking up the card. Maybe I had to come out of the menu. But anyway, let's go back because we need to, you see it's picking up my mic, but I need to turn it up. So let's go to our menu. Let's do our sound first. And I'm in mic 1. Test. All right. That is mic 1 really low. I need to change that to on. And then I need to go to our settings, our mic input, change this to mic. Now let's see. All right, so there we go. I need to turn it up some, but we are bringing in our sound this way. So I'm going to turn off the audio from my camera. So that'll be input number 1. We're going to turn that, oh, excuse me, not number 1. That's number 2. Let's turn that off. All right, so now that's off. The only audio you're hearing now is coming from here. And I'm not going to record yet, but I will. Let's go back. Now that we've let the menu do whatever, let's go to stream. Let's go to stream number 2. It's not picking up the file. Let's enable that. Now I wonder, yeah, and it didn't pick that up at all. Let's come out of here. We're bringing in that. Let's go one more time all the way down to stream. Stream number 2. It's still not picking it up. So let me actually engage. See, it's not even picking up the recording either. Did something change on this file that I'm not aware of? I mean, it's more than enough space. Smells like it's hot. Let me get the camera back over here. So it has vents on the side. It doesn't have one on the back. Let me move some of my stuff away just so it has some breathing room here. There it goes. That was strange. So anyway, it's picking up the file. Let's bring up YouTube. Yes. So it's bringing that in. That stream is enabled. So as you see, there are 2 streams there. So now, if I go live, we got that one there. And then I'm going to bring up Vimeo at the same time. Oh, you know what? I need to stop that. I didn't bring, all right, and it's blinking because connection number 1 is not working. That's because I changed the key. So I need to stream. number 1. That's right. Now we need to go back to stream 2. There we go. Now we should be fine. So if I bring up both of these, so I can see both of the feeds, and then we go live. All right, I'm up on YouTube, and I'm on Vimeo. So that's cool. I'm on both at the same time. I'm just waiting for YouTube to show up, and there we go. We're on both. So that is cool. So if you're using services like Restream or something like that, from the initial testing, you can actually have this go to both. You can use this to go to both. It's blinking, so I'm wondering what that is. So I don't know necessarily. I didn't notice if it was blinking last time. I mean, the stream looks perfectly fine here. YouTube is not saying anything. Vimeo is not saying that. Both of them are saying there's a good connection. I'm wondering how much data is actually getting pulled from this. But again, really, really, really slick. I'm really kind of lost words for everything right there. But we do have macros where you could make a macro and you can import them. Yes, beautiful. Let's actually export this so we can see what the file format is. All right, so it made that so we can look at the file to see what that looks like. Let's see what else we got. Stream, we already did that. Playback 1. So if you wanted to have videos coming in here, so you could possibly use this as a background. So we might start playing with some super source stuff as well too. And actually, let's jump over to that. And again, I understand I am all over the place. I'm just really impressed with what I'm seeing so far. All right. So if we do our picture in picture, we set our source. Let's change that to number 2 for right now. Now, how do I engage that? I don't see it on my menu here. I don't see that. Let's come back out of here. Size, our locations, our start, border, our colors, and everything like that. So again, I don't see, unless I'm overlooking it, I don't see one of those. Now, I did overlook this. There is a, let's cut back over here. There is a way to mix this that I completely missed here. So if we come back over here so you can look down, and let's tighten this up a little bit so you can see. So if I come back over here, let's move over a little bit. All right, so see, that's what the blinking is. It's saying that the stream is fine. I'm not sure what's going on, but I mean, it is. I am gonna, actually, let me look at my network right now, and I wanna see what it is saying is the usage on that. So if I go to my network and I go to my devices and I'm looking at my wired devices, all right, so the Go Stream is right there. And right now it is using 16 megabits up. That's how much it's sending right now. So that's assuming that's 8 megabits per stream that it's doing. Again, I don't see a option in here on where it can change how much is being sent. So we'll have to address that. But anyway, what I was saying, you can mix the program from right here. So if we say we want to do this, now we can set the volume from here. I still am not seeing where I can turn the picture in picture on. unless I'm just really just straight missing it right now. So I'm not 100% sure on turning that on, but we'll see. Let's switch back over here so y'all can see. And we're still streaming the entire time without any issues. Let's go back over here, and then let's go back over here. All right, so we could stream one more, which again, I think is cool. So that's what that button did. So that brings up our adjustments right there. Okay. All right, what else we got? Let's go to our super source. We want to enable that. And what else do we have? Source, we got 1 and 2 and our stills. All right, so that's UVC. That looks like that's the recording that's showing here on the multi-view. But again, I'm wondering how to turn a lot of this stuff on. Oh, because I think that's our aux. Yeah, if we go to the aux, yeah, that's playing. So that plays back. So I think that's really cool that it does directly that. But let's go back here to, okay, and there's the play that's lit up. We'll stop the play. Let's go back to our menu. Let's see what our buttons are for. Version source, source name, record file, source selection. This is where we were doing that. So let's come back in here. Let's see. So that only gives us that. So that's not it. Okay, there's our network. Oh, there it is, quality. My apologies. So there it is. So that's where we can change our stream quality. So we're at low. We have our internet, what we have out, our panel, button brightness, overall reset. That's where you can format the SD card as well too. I mean, I really like it. I just really wish it was a software component, because this can be kind of tedious to go through this part. Stream macros, still images, everything like that, DSK. Yeah, I'm honestly, I am very impressed. I am very, very impressed so far. The only caveats that I have right now are just some access to turn on certain settings and things like that. That's the only issue I'm having so far, but I am very, very impressed. OSEE, thank you so much for sending this out. We're gonna play along with this some more. Again, sorry for the video to be short. I've dragged this out way, way longer than I thought, but hopefully this is whets your appetite to what this can be. I want to make sure my audio is still on, because I was using this, but I want to whet your appetite to your interest in this, and give me some scenarios y'all want me to test out with this, because I must say, it's pushing the limit of me almost wanting to suggest this. We didn't test any of the USB stuff, any of that stuff yet. I'll probably do a part 2 to this, because this went way, way longer than I thought. And it kind of went off the rails, but it's good, because y'all got a chance to see this as well. I would tag all the videos, as well as the ones that I just did with this, where I'm streaming both at the same time. And just let me know what other stuff that you want me to test with this, what type of scenarios you want me to do as well. And most likely be on the lookout. I'm probably going to hold this for a little bit, just because of all the other stuff we can possibly test with this. But you never know. Let me know if y'all want me to start doing another giveaway. And maybe for every, I don't know, maybe every 5,000 subscribers we get, we'll give away one of these. You never know. So, you know, every time we hit a 5,000, you know, we go ahead and bless another ministry with one of these. But again, that's tentatively. I will let y'all know when I decide to do that, because I don't want to give out something that after I've tested it some more, it's like, oh, this ain't good. This ain't, you know, we'll go through that. But I mean, I'm liking what this is so far. But thank you so much, OSEE, for sending this out to me. Thank y'all so much who jumped on the live stream when we did a test on this, share this with other people, look for a part 2 on this. And again, this is interactive. I do these type of reviews mainly from a ministry component and standpoint for y'all. So let me know what other aspects from ministry you want me to do. We can connect this over to a mixer. We can do other type of connections. We only got 4 connections, but there are other things that we can play around with. We are going to do one where I'm bringing in scripture and lyrics, doing it over top of it, doing chroma keys and all this other stuff as well too. So let me know what y'all think down below, and really appreciate y'all being here. So if you like this type of content, appreciate a like, consider subscribing, hit that bell, that way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ, and I didn't mention it, link is down below if you're interested in getting one of these. But again, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, but just wait for the whole review so that way you know you're making a good choice. And I'm testing out everything and being your guinea pig to test out everything to see if that works for you. But anyway, thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ. Catch you on the next video. Later.